Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is your first time, you're definitely welcome. Please give us a follow and join the family. And regular subscribers, thank you guys so much. So in this video, we'll be making this beautiful gown. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to get is my starting line, which is half an inch. And I'll draw a straight line across like this. Next is to get my neckline and my neck width 3 by 3 inches, and I'll connect all those points. Once I'm done with that, I'll get my chest line, which is 7 inches, and I'll connect it in a straight line also like this. So once I'm done with that, next thing I'm going to get is my shoulder divided by 2, and I'll bring it down to my chest line as well, and I'll connect it in a straight line. Once I'm done with that, I'll get my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch, and I'll connect it to the neck line. And our next is to get the middle point of my armhole, and I'll go in by half an inch, and I'll connect it like this in that and like this. So next is to get my bust point, which is 10 inches. I'll mark 10 inches here as well, and I'll connect it in a straight line. Next is to get my under bust, which is 13 inches. I'll mark 13 inches here, and I'll connect it as well. So here is my hip line and also my waistline or half length. So my half length is 16 and my hip line is 24. So I'll label all those: chest line, bust point, under bust, half length, and my hip line. Next is to get my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. Nipple to nipple divided by 2. So mine is 4 inches. I'll connect it in a straight line down to the hip line. Next is to get my dart intake. So I'm doing 0.7 inches. Then from the half length, I'll be coming down by 6 inches, and I'll connect all those points up to the bust point and down to the 6 inches or 5 inches, depending on what works for you, and I'll connect it like this. So for the under bust intake, I'll be doing same thing, 0.7 inches, and I'll connect it like a curve like this, not in a straight line. So once I'm done curving it, I'll bring it down to the half length like this. So once I'm done with that, next is to start taking all my body measurements. My waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that. Then I'll connect it to the bust point. So my hip divided by 4, and I'll connect it like this. So for the dart intake, remember 0.75 plus 2 is 1.5, but I did 1 inch, so you can do 1.5 if you want. Next is to get the middle point of my shoulder, and I'll connect it all the way down to my bust point like this. So once I'm done with that, I'll do my bust dart, which is 1.5 inches. Just the difference between your back half length and your front half length. So for the neck, I'll be coming down by 2 inches, not the 3 inches. So I'll connect it like this. So once I'm done, so from that 2 inches, I'll be going out by 1.5 inches. So from that 1.5 inches, I'll be coming down by 3 inches. From that 3 inches, I'll be going out by 2.5. Then on the armhole side, I came down by 1 inch. So the reason for all those is because it's not kind of a slant effect. You can't just slant it like that. So it has a curve at our side in inspo. So that is what I'm trying to work on. So once I'm done connecting all those points, I will now connect to my armhole. So next is to get the slant effect at the down part. So on the right side, I went down by 2 inches. Then on the middle part, I went down by 7 inches, or you can go 7.5 depending what works for you, and I'll connect all those points here. So here I'm still trying to trim the neck area, so it will come out very well at like our inspo. So here I am done with everything for the front. So if you have any question, please do well to ask your question in the comment section, and I'll definitely answer your question. So I'll just cut this out. So this is it for the front. Let me open it up for you to see. So this is it for the front side, both sides. So I'll just set this aside right now and cut out the back panel. So guys, if you haven't subscribed up to this year, please do well to subscribe and don't forget to like. So for the back, I'm doing almost the same thing I did at the front. My starting line, my neck line, which is 3 by 2 inches, depending on what you want. But this part, I won't be needing it actually. Then I'll get my chest line, my armhole, and my armhole curve. Just everything we did at the front panel. Shoulder slope 1 inch, the middle point of my armhole, and I went in by half an inch. Get my bust measurement, and I'll connect all those points just like this. My bust point, which is 10 inches. So for the half length for the back, I did 14. Remember the front I did 16, but for the back I did 14. So just measure your back half length and connect all those points like this. And my hip measurement is the same thing with the front. So here I'm coming down by 1 inch because I don't want my back to be too high. So I came down by half 1 inch, and then next thing is to get my that measurement. So I'll connect it all the way to the bust chest line. So for the back, that intake I'll be doing 1 inch for the both side. Then I came down by 6 inches, and I'll connect it all the way down like this. So for the tightening of the upper side, I'll just connect that 1 inch up to the chest line just to tighten the back, nothing serious. But if you don't want it, you can just leave it like that. And next thing, if I didn't add my zipper allowance here because I'll be adding it when I'm cutting it on my fabric. So you can add your 1 inch zip allowance here, or you can leave it, or you just do what works for you. So next is to connect all those points. I connect it like this. So for that half inches for the zip slant, I'll be adding it back by the side, and I'll connect it down to the hip line. So that is basically all for the back. If you have any question, like I said, please do well to ask your question. So here I've cut out the back. So this is the front and the back as well. So I'll just set the front aside, and I will now cut out that zip slant, and then I'll go to my sewing machine and join everything. So here I've joined everything with a marking tape. So just to show you how it will look once you are done joining it on your fabric. So your lining will be the same, will be separate as well. You join your lining the same way you join the front. So here I'm trying to measure what's circumference of the down part. So here I have like about 39 to 40 inches. Okay, 39 inches. And remember to add your zip allowance as well. So now I'm going to cut out my full flay. So the down part, I'm cutting the full flay. So what you do is just to add your whatever you get at the down part of your the place that you measured. So you add it into 2, just multiply it by 2 and divide it by 6.25. So that is how to get your radius. So that is what I'm doing here. So I've just divided what's multiplying that 39 inches by 2, and then I'll now divide it by 6.28, and I'll mark everything just like this. So this is not the full measurement material that I'm using. I'm just trying to show you illustration so you understand it more better. So for the full flay, if you are doing 20 for the flay, please do, if your length is 20, please do 24. Then your lining will be the 20, so that your lining will be the one to drag the main fabric in. So once you are done adding the whole thing, you now have 20 inches for it. Hope you understand what I'm saying, please. Like I said if your length is you want is 20, please do 24 while cutting it. Then your lining will be what will you will now have 20. So that lining will be the one to drag in the remaining 4 inches that's added in, so it will now have that bubble effect. So here I'll get the middle point of this flare. Once I get the middle point, I'll then notch it. Then I'll now start attaching it, printing it rather into the main fabric. But that will be after you are done adding your lining and making all the bubbles on the down part. Then joining this will be the last thing. I'll make a full video of how to make this bubble skirt on my next or one of my videos. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to subscribe, ask your question in the comment section and I'll answer you. And I'll see you guys in my next video.